Alright, so today we're going to look at the exterior angle theorem, and that theorem states that the measure of an exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the measures of its two remote interior angles. And remote interior angles mean the angles that are furthest away from the exterior angle. So on the right here you have an illustration to model this, and it says the measure of angle A plus B, so these two angles, are going to be equal to the measure of angle 1. So again, those two angles that are furthest away from the exterior angle, when added together, will be equivalent to the exterior angle. Alright, example number 1 says find x. And so we are going to look at those two remote interior angles. Those two angles would be 60 degrees and 50 degrees. So I'm going to say 60 degrees plus 50 degrees equals x. 60 degrees plus 50 degrees is going to give us 110 degrees, so x would be equal to 110. Now another way you can look at this, if you have measurements, actual degree measurements inside the triangle, you could use what you already know about triangle relationships to solve for this. So we know that 60 plus 50 is going to give us 110, and that means that we have 70 left from 180. So that means our third measurement inside the triangle would be 70, and these two are going to form a supplementary angle, 180. So those two should always add up to 180. All right, example number 2 also says find x, and we have 58 degrees and we have 90 degrees as our two remote interior angles. So I'm going to say 58 plus 90 equals x. And 58 plus 90 is going to give us 148 equals x. Right, again, you could use your triangle relationships. So if this is 58 and this is 90, and that gives us 148, that means that we would have 32 for our third measurement inside the triangle, and these two form your supplementary angle. All right, example number 3 is a little bit different. We have our exterior angle this time of 123, but we are solving for the other interior angle. So I'm going to add those two interior angles. So I'm going to say 92 plus x equals 123. Right, if I subtract 92 from both sides, I'm going to get that x is equal to 31. Now, another way you could have done this one, if I look at this, I see that I have 123 degrees, and I know that these two are going to form a supplementary angle. So if I did 180 minus 123, that would tell me that this is 57. And then I would subtract 92 and 57, which would also give me 31 degrees. So there's multiple different ways you can solve these problems if you are given the actual degree measurements. All right, pause the video, try numbers 4 and 5 on your own, and then press play to see if you get the correct answers. All right, for number 4, you should have gotten x equals 61. So we had 54 and x, so I would have said 54 plus x equals 115. And when you subtract 54, you should get 61 degrees. All right, number 5, your answer should have been 95. So I have x and 45, so x plus 45 equals 140. You subtract 45 and you should get 95 for your answer. All right, number 6, we have some equations here, so this one's a little bit different. So find the missing angles in the figure below. So we have 20 and we have 5 plus 3x. So I'm going to say 20 plus 5 plus 3x equals 5x plus 7. So same concept, I'm setting those two interior angles equal to the outside angle. All right, I'm going to combine my like terms, so 25 plus 3x equals 5x plus 7. And we'll start solving this equation. So I'm going to subtract 3x. 5x minus 3x is going to give us 2x. All right, we're going to subtract 7. So I get 18 equals 2x. And you should get that x is equal to 9. All right, they asked us to find the missing angles, not just x. So this angle said 5 plus 3x. So I'm going to plug this in. So 5 plus 3 times 9. So 9 times 3 is 27, and 27 plus 5 is going to give us 32. And the outside angle, we have 5x plus 7. So 5 times 9 is 45, and 45 plus 7 is going to give us 52. Now, easy way for you to check this, you know that this one is 32 once you solve for it, and 32 plus 20 does give us our outside angle of 52. All right, go ahead and pause the video, try number 7 on your own, and then press play to see if you get the correct answer. So for this example, when you solved, you should have gotten that x is equal to 12. And when I plugged it back in, you should have gotten 50 degrees and 80 degrees for your two angle measurements. If you didn't get that one correct, try to look at your work and figure out what you did wrong using my work. And if you still can't figure it out, let me know.